Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel and a new video. So today's video is about a subtopic classification of tissues from the chapter Structural Organization in Animals, which is the seventh chapter from class 11th NCERT Biology. So first we will see what are the different types of tissues. So first is nervous tissue, second is connective tissue, third is muscular tissue, and the last is epithelial tissue. So these are the four major types of tissues. Now where do these tissues originate from? So nervous tissue originates from the ectoderm. Connective and muscular tissues originate from the mesoderm. And as the epithelial tissue, this is the most important tissue. It has many subtypes classified into many types. So epithelial tissue originates from all the three derms, which is endoderm, mesoderm, and the last ectoderm. Now let's see a flow chart describing different classification of tissues. So first is epithelial tissue. So it is classified into two types. First is simple and second is compound epithelial tissue. So in simple epithelial tissue, there are six types. First is squamous epithelial tissue, second is cuboidal epithelial, third is columnar epithelial, fourth is pseudostratified, fifth is ciliated, and the last is glandular. Next is compound epithelial tissue. Here we have two major types. First is stratified, also called as non-elastic, and second is transitional, also called as elastic compound epithelial tissue. Now stratified or non-elastic compound epithelial tissues are classified into three types. So this is squamous, cuboidal and columnar. Don't get confused in these three of simple epithelial tissue and these three from stratified compound epithelial tissue. Now again, this squamous stratified compound epithelial tissue is classified into two types. First is keratinized and second is non-keratinized. Second major is nervous tissue. So it is classified into two types. First is neurons, which are the structural and functional units of nervous system, and second is neuroglial cells, which make up more than 0.5% of nervous tissue. Third major type is muscular tissue. Here also three subtypes. First is smooth muscular tissue, second skeletal, and third is cardiac, found in heart muscles. And the last one is connective tissue. So this is classified into two subtypes. First is connective tissue and second is specialized. Now in connective, two subtypes. First is loose connective tissue and second is dense connective tissue. Again, these two tissues are classified into two types. In loose connective tissue, first is areolar and second is adipose. So these are the functions of these two tissues are storage. So adipose loose connective tissue generally store fats. And in dense connective tissue, again dense regular and dense irregular connective tissue. And in specialized connective tissue, two subtypes. First is skeletal and second is fluid. So in skeletal, bones and cartilage, and in fluid, two major fluids are there in our body. First is blood and second is lymph. So blood has hemoglobin, so red in color, and lymph is the colorless fluid. So this was about classification of tissues. This was the major classification. In the next video, I will classify the epithelial tissue in brief. So if you like this video, don't forget to click on the like button and subscribe my channel to get notifications of more such new and useful videos. Thank you.